Welcome back to another Monday onlinedrummer.com drum lesson. I'm Nate Brown. In this drum lesson, you'll need the sheet music called Leave It Open, and you can get that at onlinedrummer.com. If you haven't checked out my latest book yet, Chart Topping Drum Beats 1, make sure you do it. There are over 500 drum beats with examples from chart-topping songs, the 60s through today. And also take a moment to check out Dawn Richardson's book, Chart-Topping Drum Fills, the 60s through today. The title of this lesson is Leave It Open, and the reason I called it that is because we're exploring some different lengths of time that we're leaving the hi-hat open. Most of the time when you hear an open hi-hat, it's for an eighth. And then it closes, or even on an and. And if we're playing a quarter beat groove, it's usually for a quarter. This lesson explores longer lengths mixed in with shorter lengths. What it does is it creates kind of another layer to the rhythm. I'll start by playing number 1 for you. So here, in addition to just the beat going on, we've got this other rhythm on top of that. And the counting of this is easy. It's just all eighth notes. 1 and 2 and. Where that plus is and the X on below the bass drum stroke, that's where you're going to close the hi-hat. 1 and 2 and. So you close it on the and of 1 of the second measure, 3 and 4, and then the next one closes right away. So look for that plus sign, and also look for the X note head below the bass. That means the hi-hat foot. Don't close it until you see those. Number 2 moves the right stick to the hi-hat. I'll play this one. Because we don't have the eighth notes going like on number 1 with the ride cymbal, playing extended length open hi-hats when you're using ostinato on the right kind of breaks that ostinato up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Close it on 3 with that hit. 3 and open 4 and then close it on 1. Number 3 is pretty funky. Let's try that out. This beat is pretty funky because it displaces the back beat. It pushes it to the and of 2 rather than 2. 1 E and a 2 and. Close that on 4. 4 E and 1 and. Keep that open for all of 2, and then close it on the and of 2. 1 and 2 and 4 E. That one closes right away. 4 E and Number 4 takes it back to the ride cymbal. I'll play it. This one is cool because we've got that long open hi-hat in the first measure, and the second measure it closes on the 16th. In the first measure, we've just got the eighth notes going on 1 and 2 and with the left foot, and then and with the left stick. And when you hit that, it's going to stay open all the way to the and of 4. And close it with the bass. The second measure of this is just eighth notes on the hi-hat all the way throughout. 1 and a 2 and when you do that, it's automatically going to close on that 3. 1 and a 2 and E. Do it again. And both together slowly. You can also mess around with moving the ostinato to a tom. Like, for example, in number 1, it sounds pretty cool. messed it up. The idea is not just to play these exactly as written. I mean, it's good to do that, but also try to explore it and develop some new ideas and apply these techniques to maybe beats that you already play. Just keep creating and keep expanding your grooves. Don't forget to check out Don's and my book, Chart Topping Drum Beats 1, Chart Topping Drum Fills. See you next week. Keep drumming.